Today we're talking about finishing, so our sewing projects look the best. Well, we know so much already. We know the parts of the sewing machine, how to thread it. We've practiced how to sew straight and how to sew fabrics together. So today we're going to talk about finishings and different hemlines as well. So our seams look the best, they are durable and they don't fall apart. And apart from that, we want them to look nice as well. In the last video, you remember we talked about how to finish your seams. When you finish sewing, you use your reverse lever to secure your seam, and not only at the end, but at the beginning as well. So your seam is secure and it doesn't open or break. But don't overdo it either, because if you do it too much, it's going to bother you in the future. It's going to be really bulky, and you don't want that either. Everything, if you overdo it, everything is bad. So just the right amount, twice. And when sewing at home, we all think about the finishings and the inside of our projects, and we might think, oh, it's not looking great, it doesn't look like something you buy in the shop, but maybe you don't have the same machines that in a factory. I don't have an overlocker either. So the thing is that we can do it the best we can, and we can do our best so it has a good look inside. So the first thing you have to realize is that some fabrics may not even need anything done on the inside, because they don't fray and you just have to cut and they stay the same. They don't even look any bother. And another thing is that you can get yourself some pinking shears. They look they give a really nice finish, and nothing frays with this. It's really good, and you can feel secure about your seams and your finishings inside, like this one. And then another thing you can do is a zigzag stitch, make an overlock, a fake overlock thing, seam, so it looks neat as well. And take into account as well that there are presser foot special for this, so they have. And take into account as well that there are presser foot that are special for this, and they have this little thing that guides you along your seam, so you don't have to worry about where to sew, if you're sewing on thin air or if you're sewing properly. You just have to let yourself let it guide you, so you sew fine. But we can do it with this as well, and it will be pretty as well. So we're going to set our sewing machine with the zigzag stitch, the wider one, and then we're going to put the edge of the fabric right in the middle. So we sew the edge. And one thing is that the other day we said about we have to open our seams so they don't bother us in the future in another seam. So we have to realize about that we should overlock the edges or fake overlock the edges separately. That's the right thing to do. But there might be projects that we don't need to do this, and we can cheat and do it together. For example, a handbag. We can do the inside together if we need to, because it won't bother us later on. So we're just going to start sewing and keep the sewing straight. And with this is how it's looking. It looks pretty and it's doing its purpose. And after getting rid of this seam, we can talk about the next one. And it is that sometimes you need something a bit nicer than a zigzag stitch on the inside. And I mean when you're doing a nice silky top or a chiffon blouse, something you cannot tell from the outside. These thin fabrics show everything, and any extra seam is going to be really noticeable. So for that, a French seam is ideal. And the thing is that it goes the other way around. The other day we were talking about how to face your fabric together, right sides together. So when you sew, after sewing, what you see is the nice fabric. But with French seams, we're going to do it the other way around. We're going to sew wrong sides together, do a first seam that we're going to trim, so it's really thin. And then we're going to sew on the wrong side. So that way, that first seam is in there and it won't be seen. And apart from that, the inside is going to be really clean. The cleanest you've ever seen. So it's ideal for all of these thin fabrics. You can do it as well with medium weight fabrics, but it's ideal with thinner ones, with lightweight fabrics, because the project will look amazing. And then we have hemlines. What are hemlines? If you have a look at anything you have on right now, you're going to have a hemline. It can be the bottom of the sleeve or the dress or the trousers or the top of your handbag. A hemline is the hem, the finished seam, to make it look pretty and nice. And there are different ones. You can make a simple hem or a double hem. The simple hem is just when you fold once, so you will need that raw edge to be finished with the zigzag stitch first, so then when you fold it and sew, it's nicely done. And then for the double one, you're going to fold again. And that way, the good thing about this one, the advantage, is that you don't need to finish the raw edge first, because it's going to be in there, so there's no friction that's going to make the fabric fray. So that's quite an advantage as well. Which one to use? It depends. It depends on the project you're making, on your preferences as well, and on the fabric you're using. Because if you have a very heavy fabric, is not going to double hem at all, because it's going to be too much for the sewing machine. And maybe if you have some project, maybe with a fabric that doesn't fray, you don't need to double hem. You can just simple hem and that's it. So it depends. But one good tip is to press your seam, so the hemming is quite easy. If you press your seam just with some pins, you don't need to baste. Your seam will be secure because it's not going to unfold while sewing, and it's going to have a really nice finish. In a nutshell, we're going to use the zigzag stitch for edges that might fray, we're going to use the French seam for lightweight fabrics, and we're going to use the hemming for any project to finish it. But once you know all of this, you can alter the way of sewing, and you can do things differently depending on the project, on the fabric, and on your taste as well. Because you might use the French seam in a denim bag to hem the inside, and it's fine. The sewing police is not coming for you. Uncommon mistakes we'll do at first, thinking that the inside doesn't matter, nobody's gonna see it, and it does, it really does. It's better that we try to do it the best we can. Another thing is to use zigzag stitch for everything. We should not, because it's not for everything, and it can mess up our project. And the other thing is not to try on a little piece. After you've cut your project, try on a little corner about the tension, about how the double hemline is going to look with your lightweight fabric, or how it's not going to look. So you have a closer look, an idea of what might happen. Well, the finishes are really important. They are part of the process, and they're going to make us sew better, and they're going to make our projects better. So don't forget about them. And in the next video, we're going to talk about fabrics. Everything you need to know, everything we fear about the grain, the cross grain, the bias, everything about fabric we're going to talk. So don't miss it. Bye. ¿Qué pasó?